Hey folks, welcome back to Honey Money SG. Today I have a new story to share. I think it's plucked from the online forum called Reddit about investing as a student. So the original poster or the OP has a question as a student. Basically, he asked the public whether he should focus on just living life, getting relatively bigger items like new desktop, going out with friends, practicing good financial habits, but focusing less on the actual amount to invest, and waiting to enter the workforce before starting to seriously put money into investments, or put a bigger emphasis on working part-time or taking up side hustles in order to earn more income for investments. Now, I know it's a very big chunk, but let me simplify it for you. Basically, he's asking if he should spend more time having fun while just being really frugal, living simply, or he should just spend his time working side hustles and just earning more income so that he has more money for investments. Now, which option would you choose? Just to put it simply, right, one of the options is more like a YOLO kind of lifestyle, but a controlled kind of YOLO, because there is a financial frugal aspect to it, means not going overboard. And then the other kind is more like hustle culture, keep hustling, keep doing more jobs, don't waste time having fun and just earning more income. But let's take a look at the top comment of the post, right? So this person said he will choose option 1 because you earn more money at a faster rate once you have started working, so you can catch up your investments, but you can't regain the time that is lost. Practice good budgeting and lifestyle habits, but enjoy your uni life. And this has gotten the most upvotes in that post. So what do you think as a student? During your school life, should you go and just enjoy life, or you should just go and hustle and take up part-time jobs during your free time? I think my approach is quite similar. I would just say go for experience first. Not job experience, it's more of having a fun experience, because you can't regain your time back as a student. When you are a working adult, I don't think you can go back to your student life form and say that you can just chuck everything away, just have school holidays and hang out with your friends, having great times, because I don't think it will be the same anymore. Nothing beats youth having time and freedom with little liabilities in your life. Now, when you are a working adult, then most likely you will start to take on more responsibilities, be it for your family, for your spouse, for your partner, and even for your parents. So when you are a student, it's a period where you have the least liabilities. So really take some time off to go and have some fun experiences that you can take back, and you can look back and say that I have lived a fulfilled life. Because one thing you must know is that you will be working for a really long time after you have graduated. In fact, you will be working for your entire remaining life for those people who don't desire to retire early. And I know some of you may say, what about taking vacation breaks, taking annual leaves? I don't think you can put it at the same level, because ask yourself, as a person who has gone for vacation or annual leave, how many of you subconsciously go back and check your email just so that when you come back to work, you don't have so many emails to go and read? And even if you don't check your emails, in such a connected world this time with technology and mobility and even mobile phone connection, how many of you will get questions asked from your team or managers during your vacation? And how many of you actually get affected by it, because it kind of spoils the mood for your day, even if you're going out on a trip? If all these kind of experiences relate to you as a working adult, do press the like button now. So yeah, like I said, you will never regain your time freedom as a student, because there is no work responsibility and there is little liabilities to your parents or to your kids. So just live a little, nobody will really blame you as a student. Just be responsible on your own decisions and make sure that you don't overstretch yourself on finances. Now let's talk a bit about the investment part, because I know that a lot of you are so avid investors on this channel. But I would say that if you are still a student, don't put so much emphasis on investing, because that is not your first pot of gold. You see, even if you have $10,000 invested at an awesome return of 10% per annum, how much is that? $1,000. How much is $1,000 in current times? Not a lot actually. I'm sure your part-time job or your side hustle can easily cover it at 1 month's time. And that is already assuming that your investment is making money at 10% per annum. What if it goes the other way? What if it goes negative, goes south, especially in this very strong bear market right now? You know, the impact of losing money and negative emotions will greatly outweigh the impact of having good emotions when it's making unrealized profits. Because humans tend to have this pain and loss aversion mechanism whereby if they see losses, they'll be really devastated. But if they see profits, they won't really feel much happiness. How many of you have this feeling as well? Say me in the comment section below. And especially because you're still a student, you do have responsibilities of doing well in your studies and your exams. What if all these negative emotions wipe you out just because you make a bad trade or bad investment, having unrealized losses, and some of you even going into margin call? So really, don't put too much emphasis on investing during your student period. I think you should focus on studying well, maybe do some side hustle if you want. Don't take up so much of your time looking into the markets, especially the stock markets or crypto markets, because the crypto market just crashed with the Luna coin, right? And even UST. Some of you got greedy because of the 20% per annum yield on Anchor protocol and don't really know how all these cryptocurrencies even work. So I think that will hurt really badly to you as a student because you don't even have income and now you have to suffer that permanent financial loss. So I think most importantly, as a student, learn to live within your means, whatever allowance that you are given from your parents, or if you have a part-time job or side hustle, just spend within what you are given. Do not borrow money to fund your lavish lifestyle just because you want to compare to your peers and you see that other people are doing better than you. I don't think that is the right approach to do it. You are you know, you are your one and only unique individual in this world. So why are you going to compare to someone who don't really care about your life? And if you think that you're spending too much money on friends, maybe it's good to cut down to a small circle of close friends that you can hang out and trust with, and cut away all those toxic relationships or acquaintances that you will never meet up and maintain a connection with them. Because I think humans' time is limited, and the more friends you have, not necessarily you'll be happier, but you definitely spend more money. But you know, if you really do want to dip your toes into investing, I think you can start with the broad-based index funds. Funds like S&P 500, where you can invest in VOO or CSPX, or if you prefer a world ETF, you can go for VWRA or VT. If you want like a more localized ETF, you can go for the STI ETF, ES3. And even if you prefer like a REIT ETF, like a landlord, you can go for ticker like CLR or CFA. Quick pause, if you haven't heard of Webull yet, it's the latest security brokerage in town and it's offering really low commission fees. In fact, zero commission fees, zero platform fees that you can use to trade your US and Hong Kong stocks. Webull offers a very attractive feature, and that is trading fractional shares, which means your dollar cost average becomes more effective because this time you don't have to like fork out really large amount to buy your favorite stocks. So if you are interested in trading options, I think Webull is one of the best platform because they offer zero commission fees for trading options as well. Also, Webull has heard your feedback since my previous video talking about the FX spread. So they now offer a very competitive rate of 0.3% FX spread, which is level to the market. And finally, if you really want a good reason for you to use Webull, it's because if you use my referral link down below to sign up and deposit at least $2,000 in your Webull account and making 6 buy-in trades, then you can stand to get up to $100 worth of Apple shares from now till 30th June. With that, let's get back to the video. Ultimately, as a student, I would advise that most of you don't even pick your own stocks because you don't even have the time to do research and you may not really understand all these market and business terms because you're not really exposed to it in the working world. So just go for a broad-based diversified ETF, then maybe spend more time doing your side hustles if you have some spare time, and for the rest of it, just enjoy your student life, right? Just go and have fun with your friends, focus more on your studies, on achieving that graduation certificate that you have earned for, and stop putting so much focus on investing, because even if you have $10,000 invested, 10% returns is only $1,000, which is really not a lot. But if some of you still want to put some effort into gaining passive income, then I will encourage you to watch my passive income video right here, because I talk about some ideas that are applicable to both adults and students, and maybe you can plan out your own passive income strategy while you strategize how to do well in your studies. With that, thank you for watching. My name is Christopher. This is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.